The Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel's Preps Plus is brought to you by Boston Store, better brands, bigger savings. By Pick and Save, new every day. By Fredericton and the Medical College of Wisconsin Health Network, where sports medicine experts help athletes maximize their potential. By Robert Hack Diamonds. Who do you trust when buying diamonds? Robert Hack Diamonds is the answer. And by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs.
Hi and welcome to Preps Plus. This week we join you from Kettle Moraine High School in the Village of Wales. I'm Lance Allen from today's TMJ4.
And I'm Mark Stewart, prep editor of the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel. Tonight we're going to see the Lasers boys basketball team and their co-op hockey team in first place showdowns. We've also got some city conference basketball ahead, but we're going to start the show with a young man who's persevered through tough times to achieve a major milestone on the court.
Here's Brad Preeter with our Boston Store featured student athlete.
Milwaukee Bayview hasn't had the smoothest of seasons. After winning their season opener, the Redcats lost their next 9 games. But players like Brandon Eckford are used to dealing with adversity. Raised primarily by his grandparents, Brandon remembers his thoughts after his grandpa passed away last year.
My granddad, he was a good man. He's the reason why I started actually playing basketball. It was kind of hard. I didn't know which way to go, like if I should keep playing basketball or just focus on graduating.
It appears that staying on the court was the right decision. On January 23rd, Eckford reached 1,000 career points. The milestone came shortly after Brandon lost another person close to him.
Recently, I just lost my cousin not too long ago, about a week ago. And before we played North Division, I didn't know whether I should go to the game or focus more on my family because everybody was down. And I was trying to bring everybody up like, he okay, he gonna be all right, he in a better place.
Brandon's coaches encouraged him to persevere through another difficult time.
And losing somebody's tough, but at the same time, it's going to help you grow. And you got to take basketball and embrace it because it's what's making you get through this. So use basketball for that.
It took Brandon a career-high 39 points that night to reach 1,000.
I just went out there, cleared my head, and just played my game. And when I played my game, I just ended up, and they stopped the game and said, Brandon, you have your 1,000 points. Me and my teammates were excited.
It was an emotional night for a player and a team that were starting to bounce back. In fact, the Redcats have followed up their rough start by winning 5 of their first 6 city conference games. Next season, Brandon expects to play junior college ball. He doesn't qualify academically for NCAA play yet, but he remembers guys like former teammate Carlin Dupree, now a starter at North Dakota State, encouraging him.
They just tell me get on the books, get in and hit the books hard. Carlin used to always tell me get the books, bro, get the books.
Brandon has certainly earned the trust of head coach Tyler Podol over 4 years on the varsity here at Bayview. And that trust extends well beyond the basketball court. In fact, Brandon sometimes says, watch the coach's kids.
Just when I be at home, I just call coach like, can I kick it with Eli and Sadie? Watch him sometime when him and his wife wants to go out, have a good time. We have a lot of fun, play football, stuff like that. Play T with the little, with his daughter.
He is willing to do whatever it takes to establish a relationship because he knows that we're going to help him become successful and shape him into a man. And that's what he really wants.
By the way, Bayview High School is celebrating its 100th year anniversary this year. Mark, that's almost as old as Brad Preeter.
Indeed, Lance. Earlier, we saw Brandon and his teammates practicing in the older and the newer gym where they now play their games. Now here's Colleen Hyder from Boston Store to do the honors.
Brandon, for your dedication in school and to your sport, Boston Store is proud to present you with the Preps Plus Student Athlete of the Week Award. Congratulations.
Hi, I'm JC Banks of the Milwaukee Wave. Follow Preps Plus on Twitter and me at JCBanks11.
Coming up on Preps Plus, the Menards Game of the Week.
Finish your winter projects with American-made hardwood plywood at Menards. There's 47 panel options to choose from. Right now, it's all on sale. 3/4-inch thick plywood and hardwoods like birch, red oak, or maple veneer are just $45.99 each. Get all your projects done faster with power tool accessories. Right now, all Bosch, Skill, and Dremel power tool accessories are on sale. This 7 1/4-inch 24-tooth saw blade is just $2.99.
Save big money at Menards.
What if you had a serious illness, but you never lost hope? That's how you'll feel at Froedtert and the Medical College of Wisconsin's Health Network. Here, specialized teams of experts focus entirely on you, top to bottom, inside and out, looking at every treatment option, involving you in every decision. Our comprehensive academic approach puts you at the center of it all, giving you the hope you need to turn what-ifs into what is possible.
We're back at Kettle Moraine High School on Preps Plus, the Journal Sentinel's high school sports show. Nice catch, Lance.
Thanks, Mark.
Yeah. On Friday, the UW-Milwaukee Panther Arena played host to the City Review, a triple header of City Conference boys basketball games.
Brad Preeter and Scott Babler have a couple of those games in the Preps Plus highlights.
Riverside and King get a lot of the publicity, but there's a number of other good teams in the City Conference, and two of those will meet here tonight at UWM Panther Arena. It's South taking on Hamilton in Game 1 of the City Review. The Wildcats trying to get win number 10 on the season and a share of third place, while the Cardinals looking to make it 5 victories in 6 conference games. South jumps out early. The smallest guy on the court, Chris Aveles, goes coast to coast for the bucket. Then it's Malcolm Mabry with a nice backdoor feed to Joe Bradley, 9-8 South after 1 quarter. But the second could be known as the Kingsby quarter, as Dania simply lit it up. First, he hits a 3 from downtown. Then he goes behind the back and gets the layup to fall as the Cats go up by 3. Then he shares the wealth with a nice dish to Tavion Conley for the deuce. And finally, he caps the half with this jumper at the horn, 23-16 Hamilton at the break. And the Cats pull away in the third. Kingsby to Equan Ards, who gains control and throws it down. The lead is now 14. South makes it close late as Aviles gets the hoop and 1, but Hamilton hangs on for a 51-46 win.
The court was long and the game was real slow. I like the game going fast and it slowed us down a little, but it was nice. It was a big win.
There's a nice crowd for this first place showdown between two excellent teams. Milwaukee Riverside hasn't lost a game in nearly 2 months, and Rufus King hasn't been beaten in Wisconsin all season. King coach Jim Goss was looking for career win number 502, and the Generals were trying to take first place all to themselves. Sophomore Jordan Poole shooting from downtown literally helps King take a quick 7-0 lead. A pair of sophomores hook up here for Riverside. George Dixon, nice bounce pass to Terrence Lewis, who puts it up and in. The Generals are an unselfish bunch too. Here Marquise Turner finds Jordan Poole. You know it's your night when the shots roll in like that. When the Generals missed a shot, they'd get an offensive rebound or a quick steal. Diamante Freeman with the takeaway, he beats the buzzer, and King heads to the locker room up 11. They would extend that lead right away in the third. After knocking the pass away, Sam Morrow gets the ball back and finishes with the layup. Next trip down, Joe Bignati steps into the passing lane, saves the ball to Marquise Turner, then gets it right back. King builds a 19-point advantage. Riverside calls timeout to regroup and then finds some momentum. In transition, it's James Bateman. The senior is having an outstanding season. He'll convert the old-fashioned three-point play. Early fourth quarter, the Tigers' defense bears down. Bateman with the steal, ahead to Terrence Lewis, and Riverside is back within 7. But more nice passing by King here. Diamante Freeman to Vershawn Cotton. Cotton with the soft touch. Moments later, it's Cotton ahead of the pack, behind the back to Poole. The Generals roll to the 74-54 victory. An alley-oop from Bignati to Freeman is the finishing touch as King improves to 6-0 in the city.
We talk about this in practice, that we need to share the ball and, get the ball passed around. And everybody just get the shot and everybody plays hard.
Freeman and Turner got some big rebounds, and I think we contested mostly all their shots. We didn't make anything easy, and with Bateman, we contained him. Tonight, we were the better team, and in about 3-4 weeks, it can all change.
Mark, it looks like a 3-team race in the Classic 8 Conference for boys basketball this season.
And 2 of those teams went head-to-head Friday night, and Matt Queen was there for the Menards Game of the Week.
Welcome to Muskego for our Preps Plus Game of the Week. It's a first-place showdown between the Warriors and the Kettle Moraine Lasers. There's a 3-way tie for first place in the Classic 8 Conference. Kettle Moraine, Muskego, and Arrowhead each have 1 loss. Kettle Moraine lost to Arrowhead. Meanwhile, Muskego lost at Kettle Moraine in December. Since then, Andy Capes' team has won 11 straight games, and they're the 5th-ranked team in the Journal Sentinel's area rankings. Most teams don't like to admit revenge plays a factor. But the way Muskego started Friday night showed the standing room crowd they had not forgotten their 4-point loss to Kettle Moraine. A 12-0 start for Muskego put Nick Fuller and the Lasers on the back foot. Once Kettle Moraine did score, Muskego was relentless. Caleb Wagner and co. up 20-2 after the first quarter. Kettle Moraine is a good team. Mitch Pfeiffer is their leader. He hits the 3. Then Sean Miller with one of the night's nicest plays, an acrobatic finish with his left. But the next time Kettle Moraine went inside, Brandon Glant was there with the block. Wagner to Callahan Schultz, and it's 37-15 Muskego at halftime. To their credit, the Lasers kept playing. Miller to Pfeiffer for the finish. Pfeiffer, a senior, scored 14 points, and his play helped cut their deficit to 14 midway through the third. But the first quarter hole was too deep to dig out from. Wagner to Glant for the corner 3. Then Wagner spots up and hits one of his own. He had 4 threes on the night and a game-high 20 points. As Muskego rolls to the 66-45 win, their 12th straight that keeps them in first place.
Just like last game, we got an early lead. We started out real good, and then last game we kind of let them get back into it. They have great shooters. We let them get back into the game, so we stepped it up on D, and we said we can't let them get back in the game like last time. We have to put it on it, and that's what we did. Every game in the Classic 8, every team has a good chance to win. All teams are good, so we can't take any team lightly. If we do our business, we should come out with W's, take it a game at a time. We're looking for a conference here.
Hi, I'm Allie Dudek, Olympic speed skating medalist and now Preps Plus intern. Next, we'll meet up with a local guy who now excels as a member of the Milwaukee Wave. And don't forget, you can find all your Preps sports coverage at jsonline.com, and you can keep up with Preps Plus on Facebook and on Twitter. We'll be right back.
Coming up on Preps Plus, making saves from preps to pros.
When you time things right, food tastes better. At Pick and Save, we start with quality products, like our full line of USDA Choice Black Angus beef, selected for exceptional tenderness and rich flavor, then cut fresh daily right here in our stores. Doing what matters for your family, every hour, every minute, every meal. Pick and Save, new every day.
When you're diamond shopping, variety is important. At Robert Hack Diamonds, we'll show you multiple diamonds side by side underneath the microscope and show you what to look for when buying a diamond. GIA graduate gemologists are on staff for expert diamond grading. Robert Hack has affordable prices on all diamonds, including diamonds certified by the GIA. Need a mounting for your diamond? Our selection is huge. Buy your diamonds today at Robert Hack Diamonds or visit roberthackdiamonds.com.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
former Milwaukee Riverside standout J.C. Banks is following in his father's footsteps with the Milwaukee Wave.
April Boblin chats with JC in this week's edition of From Preps to Pros, presented by Pick and Save.
I grew up playing, my dad coached me a lot when I was younger, playing for Symbols, which was like an inner city soccer club. And then in high school I ended up going to FC Milwaukee, where I played with Amilcar and Tony. Then I went to Greendale for college, and then when I first turned pro, I went to Rochester, New York, and then came back home for indoor.
The Banks have a history here in Milwaukee. JC's dad also played for the Wave, so following in his footsteps makes him proud.
I was at games, and I knew a lot of the guys that played just from being around the team. And so when I finally played for the Wave, it felt pretty good.
JC draws his inspiration from both of his parents and hopes to continue to follow in a path similar to his dad's.
I feel like my dad accomplished a lot, especially on the field, but off the field. When he was done playing, he did a lot with the inner city and like the club that he started at Symbols, and he used to work for a Boys and Girls Club. So it was always something that I wanted to get into. My brother started doing that too. But then my mom, just because my parents were divorced, and just being a single mom is pretty tough, so everything she's been through is always inspiring.
JC was the first of his two brothers to graduate from college, which prepared him to not only be a pro athlete, but for the professional world after soccer, a goal of his.
I just kind of look at where I want to be and what I want to accomplish, not just soccer, but after soccer too. So I want to set myself up to have the best career that I can have and enjoy it actually. And then when I'm done, I want to set myself up for life after playing too.
JC believes that being a professional in whatever you do takes a serious and focused mindset.
Just doing your job day in and day out, knowing what you're supposed to do and getting that job done. If you're not getting it done, then you'll lose your job. I mean, it's any job that you get, if you're slacking on your job, you're in jeopardy. You know, it's the same for here. You just come with that same attitude every day to prove yourself. And for you to do as well as you want to, you might have to do a little bit extra. And same for soccer. If you want to be the best, you got to do a little bit extra. The best always do extra, no matter if it's school, soccer, or whatever you're doing.
JC Banks! Shot on goal!
By the way, the Wave have just a couple of home games left this season. You can check out their schedule by going to MilwaukeeWave.com.
A new wrestling co-op is riding a wave of success this season. The Whitnall Greendale squad is the Robert Hack Diamonds Team of the Week.
Two programs have come together for the first time this year, and the outcome is better than expected. The Whitnall Greendale Co-op program has merged to prove that they too can be contenders on the mat.
Greendale didn't have a lot of numbers going into this year. They only had maybe 10 guys last year. In a dual meet against Whitnall, they forfeited 6 weight classes, so already they're giving up pretty much the entire dual meet. So the idea of Whitnall and Greendale was a pretty good idea.
The ultimate goal of this is to get Greendale back on their feet, having their own program. With them only having 3 kids returning, it was looking like they were just going to, after this year, they would have dropped the program, you know, which doesn't benefit anybody. It doesn't benefit the sport, definitely doesn't benefit the kids or the school.
They may go to 2 different schools, but when it comes to mat time, they're here together as one.
You know, you got to know everyone really well, and when you walk out on the mat for a big match against a good conference matchup or something, you know you have everyone out there cheering you on, not just the people from your school, but the people from the other school, because we're one team now, and we really get that.
And so trying to buy into the aspect of, you know, we and not I, and just, you know, that a team aspect of setting really some pretty high goals, you know, that we haven't had here in a while, but, you know, but starting off with just, you know, winning some tournaments.
And just coming to this year, just beating Pewaukee and Tosa, it was a great feeling for everyone, and winning conference was definitely a lot of fun.
Once this team realized just how good they could be, they started to set some lofty goals, and one by one they've been knocking them off their checklist.
It's one of our biggest goals, and that is up on our wall right when you walk in, you know, as far as, you know, the motto of we rise as one, and that team state is our ultimate goal.
I don't think anyone predicted us to be this good how we are. We're definitely underdogs in this in Division I. It takes a lot of time, but sooner or later you're going to get your time to shine.
Congratulations, Whitnall Greendale, on your successful merge and for being the Robert Hack Diamonds Team of the Week.
Each year, Pick and Save presents a pair of $1,000 Preps Plus scholarships.
It's time now to honor this year's winners.
Ross, on behalf of Pick and Save, the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel, and Preps Plus, I'm pleased and honored to present you with this scholarship check for $1,000. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You can see Ross Gottschalk, number 65, leading this post-victory celebration. Ross was a team captain and an all-conference player for Lake Country Lutheran High School. Family-oriented and very active in church and volunteering, Ross is an outstanding student with an eye on the future.
I'm going to be working and everything through college, so the $1,000 is going to go a long way towards room and board, books, and all the other expenses of college.
Lydia Schleiss is also an excellent student who's been involved in many extracurricular activities. Lydia had to overcome severe stage fright when she got involved with the drama club as a freshman.
And I did the auditions and I was extremely scared. But I got through them and I ended up getting a part. It ended up being really fun and I've continued it because it's just like the most amazing thing I could do.
Congratulations to Lydia and Ross, winners of the Pick and Save Preps Plus scholarships.
Timing. Pick and Save knows how important it is. Whether we're flying today's catch in from the coast or stocking produce from a local farm, faster is better. We know how important your time is too. That's why we now promise you a faster and friendlier checkout every trip to our store. Pick and Save. New every day.
When you're diamond shopping, variety is important. At Robert Hack Diamonds, we'll show you multiple diamonds side by side underneath the microscope and show you what to look for when buying a diamond. GIA graduate gemologists are on staff for expert diamond grading. Robert Hack has affordable prices on all diamonds, including diamonds certified by the GIA. Need a mounting for your diamond? Our selection is huge. Buy your diamonds today at Robert Hack Diamonds or visit roberthackdiamonds.com.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
What if, instead of having one cancer doctor, you had a team of specialists looking at you from every angle? That's what Fredert and the Medical College of Wisconsin's Cancer Network gives you. Researchers, surgeons, chemotherapy, radiation, and genetic experts, every point of view, getting you the right diagnosis right away, giving you more options, involving you in every decision, and turning what ifs into what is possible.
Update your kitchen with a new faucet from Menards. Right now, all Moen faucets are on sale. This Torrent single-handle kitchen faucet comes with a side spray in a chrome finish, only $86. In a stainless steel finish, $116. Finish your update with a new disposal. All GE garbage disposals are on sale. This half-horsepower model is only $79. This 3/4 horsepower model with an extra-large grinding capacity is only $99.
Save big money at Menards.
The Performance Enhancement Program, also known as PEP, is a sports performance training program offered at Fredert and the Medical College of Wisconsin. We utilize evidence-based training techniques to help athletes reach their maximum potential. Any athlete looking to enhance their athletic potential should participate in the Performance Enhancement Program. We offer individual, one-on-one training, as well as group and team training. Additionally, we have two other services, the ACL Prevention Program, which helps to prevent ACL injuries, as well as a program that takes an athlete from physical therapy back to competition. PEP training sessions include speed and agility development, conditioning, power, and injury prevention techniques. Think of us as your one-stop shop for performance enhancement and injury rehab. We want to help you reach your potential.
For more information, visit fredert.com/pep.
The Kettle, Moraine, Mukwonago, Oconomowoc hockey team came out on top in the first place showdown, then lived up to its billing.
Here's Scott Babler with the Preps Plus Spotlight.
The Waukesha Wings have played some great hockey so far this season, losing just one time since the middle of December. That loss was to Kettle, Moraine. Waukesha gets their chance at revenge tonight as the two teams meet in the Classic 8 Game of the Year. The Lasers are riding high as well, ranked number 9 in the state poll. The winner will be in great shape to claim the conference championship. Kettle, Moraine off to a quick start. Less than 2 minutes in, Justin Persh chips in this rebound, and the Lasers jump on top. Then a game changer. A 5-minute boarding major against KM opens the floodgates for the Wings. They score 3 times in just over 2 minutes, capped by this wrist shot by Wyatt Wilderman, 3-1 Waukesha after 1. But the Lasers rally in the second. Alex Mansky hammers home this long rebound, and we are all tied up at 3 apiece. Then Alex Stemberger finds Persh, who goes top shelf. Now 4-3 Lasers after 2. Time for a Waukesha comeback. First, it's Jake Freeze knocking in this loose puck to tie it. Then Ian Malcolmson finds a wide open net to give the Wings the lead. Back come the Lasers. Under 4 to play, Connor Freeman takes it himself. We head to overtime even at 5. KM on the rush, and Stemberger is there for the juicy rebound to end it. Kettle, Moraine gets a hard-fought 6-5 win, a classic in the Classic 8.
After scoring that, I couldn't barely believe that I even scored, and it still hasn't set in, but great win tonight. Everybody played well, and good way to cap off a hard-fought game.
You know, the biggest thing is capitalize on rebounds, and we finally did. We had a nice little rebound sitting there, and Alex Stemberger put it away.
We have to move on and learn from our mistakes, and go into the postseason and try to regain some momentum, and we'll be okay.
Thanks for joining us tonight. Till next time, I'm Mark Stewart.
And I'm Lance Allen. Don't forget, Mark, we're at the home of the Lasers. See you next Sunday night on Preps Plus.
The Milwaukee Journal Sentinel's Preps Plus is brought to you by Boston Store. Better brands, bigger savings. By Pick and Save. New every day. By Frederick and the Medical College of Wisconsin Health Network, where sports medicine experts help athletes maximize their potential. By Robert Hack Diamonds. Who do you trust when buying diamonds? Robert Hack Diamonds is the answer. And by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs.